Guys, long time no see. It's Christine, and I'm here to do, I'm not going to say a weekly wrap up because it's been a few weeks, I think. Yeah, I look like a hot mess. I've been extremely busy. Not last week, almost 2 weeks ago, I ended up picking up a big client, and so that means lots more work for me. But, so, time and money. Making money to pay my bills is more important than reading right now. So I've been busy with that and trying to get a nice balance of work and stuff like this. And my daughter's 16th birthday was the 20th of August, so she got her license, well, her beginners. So she's been driving a bit. School started on Tuesday, and I've got a bunch of other orders to do, plus on top of my testing, plus this happened, like 2 more tattoos. So, yeah, lots of stuff. So I'm going to get into the books I read, and then I'm going to have a fair size book haul, so it might be a little long. Please bear with me. So the first book that I finished reading was one I was reading to my son, and that was The Slippery Slope by Lemony Snicket. It's book 10, and it wasn't bad. I'm finding them very repetitive, and they're getting to the point now where, I mean, my son's still loving them, and that's the whole point. For me personally, they're getting so repetitive that it's an overabundance of repetition in each book, and it's just driving me batty a little bit. But I think everybody else knows what these are about. If not, they're middle grade books about kids that become orphans, and they get put with their Uncle Olaf, who's trying to steal the fortune, so they get bounced around from place to place. So, yeah. I think my son gave this one a 4, and the next one a 4. But, yeah. So the next book, I only finished 2 books, but When Darkness Comes by Alexandra Ivy. I was reading this for the Triple RC Challenge, and I'm pretty much done with that. I just don't have time for the challenges anymore. So I was getting bogged down with trying to finish the challenges and not reading exactly what I wanted to read. So I'm done. I did have fun while I was doing them, but I need more different stuff now. So this one is book 1 of The Guardians of Eternity, and it is about a vampire who has to safeguard this chalice, and it's a phoenix that's within this woman. It starts off with the original chalice dying in an explosion, and when she touches her assistant, I guess it would be, the phoenix gets transferred to her, and that is Abby. So Dante and Abby have to try and find this set of witches that can get rid of the phoenix out of her. It kind of goes on from there. It wasn't bad. Wasn't quite sure of it. I think I gave it a 4. It's been like 3 weeks, 2 weeks. So I'll continue on with it. The next book I finished was book 11 from Lemony Snicket, and it's The Grim Grotto. This one was really tedious. It kept repeating about the water cycle, the water cycle, the water cycle. Even my son was getting, okay, he likes it, but he gets over, okay, and then the constant VFD, and it explains everything what VFD is. But I personally would have given this like a 2 or a 3. He gave it a 4. Yeah, so now, yeah, it's getting close to the end. Thank God. I'm done with those. So, Alana and I finally got to start. I think she started. She was supposed to, and then she didn't. And it's usually me not starting and her finishing. So this time I was able to read the book, and I don't know if she has started it yet. But it's Lover Enshrined, book 6 in the Black Dagger Brotherhood by J.R. Ward. Little thing with this. Was it the last? Book 5? where Zadist and Bella have their baby, and she says, well, she wants her daddy. And in this one, she's still pregnant. So, little conflict of stuff in that, but I can't really say much about it. It's about a bunch of vampires that are fighting the Lessening Society, and the Lessers are people who kill vampires. But they're different. As they age, they turn white and pale. They don't have blood. They have this black, murky crap coming out of them, and they smell like baby powder. So it's the war between the Lessening Society and the vampires. And I love these books. I just ate it up. I gave it a 4, simply for the fact that I wasn't a fan of Fury. I like other characters better, and this one has quite a few point of views in it, which is great because you get to see from Quinn's point of view, from John Matthews' point of view. And you kind of get a hint of what's going to happen with Revenge and that whole Sympath Society. And then, but Fury's kind of, yeah. So the first, I'd say, third to a half of the book was really slow. Once I hit the halfway mark, though, I flew through it in a day and a half, I think. Like, just flew through it. So I love these books. So currently reading. I am currently reading to my son, The Penultimate Peril. We just started it last night, and it's book 12. One more after this, and we're done. So, and I'm also reading for myself Anne Gracie's The Spring Bride, and this is book 3 in the, Chance Sisters romance. It's historical. I've already found a mistake, though, which I tend to do. But there's a prologue, and it starts in 1805, and the girl in this book was 5 turning 6. And then it goes to a flashback, and it's 1804, and she's already 6. And her parents are dead, but in the prologue, they're still alive. So there was a misprint or something in it. But this is about 4 girls, 2 of them who are sisters. They escaped from a brothel. They were kidnapped and were trying to be sold, and they escaped from a brothel. None of them had been prostitutes or anything. It was just they had gotten in there and they were just about to be sold, and they got out. And so they meet up with this woman, and they save her life because her 2 servants were stealing her blind, were malnourished, like she was malnourished. She was on her practically deathbed, and so they save her. Her nephew comes in, and the story kind of goes from there. But it's really good. I just started this last night, and I'm already, fair ways in. Like, these are my favorite. So, now we're going to get to the book haul. Oh, well, I might pick up. It's past August now, so I'm not reading this for the pick of the month or whatever, but it's I Let You Go by Claire McIntosh. Alana says she really liked it. It's not that I have to be in the mood for it. It's just I have not had the headspace for it, because I've been so busy with everything. So, yeah. Oh, Polar's going to go lay down. So, the first 3 books, well, the first book I paid shipping for. I got it for free. I just had to pay shipping for it. So I figured, why not? And it's The Complete Ketogenic Diet for Beginners by Amy Ramos. I haven't quite started changing my eating habits, per se. I have changed, a little bit, but as more finances come in, it'll be a little bit more easier, and I have to get back into meal planning. That was my big thing. Meal planning is what kills me every time, because now with my schedule being so hectic, I need to meal plan. And I tend to forget about breakfast and lunch. Not that I don't eat it, I just tend to forget to plan for it. So I pretty much grab what I can, which some days are not the best. Anyways, but my diabetes is doing really good. I'm still stable, no medications, no nothing, so that's great. And I think I've lost 2 or 3 pounds. So, anyways, it's just pretty much a cookbook. So we'll see. But I mean, I only paid shipping for it, so it's free. Well, you know, as free as you can get it. And then I got 2 coloring books. One I bought, I can't remember what I was doing, but I grabbed it anyways. And then the other one my daughter bought for me. So I bought The Secret Garden by Johanna Basford. I had not had any of these until Lost Ocean. And I love her work. Mind you, I can see how she's progressed from this book to the rest, because a lot of them in this one is draw your own stuff, add your own stuff, and I don't draw. So I think that's why I hesitated on getting it so far, but I haven't really touched it yet. I've just actually done, you can't even see, where are they? The bumblebees. Yeah, you can't really see that. But I did the bumblebees on the front and the back, just to see. I haven't even really had time to color, but I try and get some in. And the other one is Magical Jungle. So I think I have not, the ones I need are the Enchanted Garden, the Christmas one, and her new one coming out, the Flowers one. And then I will have all of hers. Yeah, and I'm hoping she does a Halloween one, like her Christmas one, because Halloween, you know, with my birthday being November 1st, Halloween is my favorite day of the year. So, on my daughter's birthday, where she likes to go for supper is a Chinese restaurant, and right beside it is Value Village. And so my mom decided to steal the check out of my husband's hands to pay for supper. So my daughter wanted to go to Value Village, so we went to Value Village, and I got a couple of books. One of them, well, I'll explain it when I get to it. So at Value Village, so you buy 4, you get the 5th one free, or you buy 5 and you get the 6th one free. 4, 5, no, it's buy 4, get 1 free. So I just, moseyed around. The first one I found was, and if you don't know, this is my favorite historical romance author. So I'm trying to get all of her work, and I like the older covers. I like the cheesy older covers, and it's Joanna Lindsay, Silver Angel. I don't think I had it. That whole cubby right there is pretty much Joanna Lindsay, and it's 3 books deep. Or is it 2? No, that one's only 2 books deep. So trying to get them, but I haven't checked to see if I did have this one or not, but I don't think I did. If I do, then I will keep the better copy and pass the other one around on. So then I didn't see anything else, so I went through the aisles while my daughter was looking for clothes and my son was looking for toys and hubby was looking for clothes and whatever. So I found these 4 other books. So I only had one Ten of French book, I think, and that's The Trespasser. I think. No, it's not The Trespasser. Anyways, so I found In the Woods, and I'm pretty sure this is book 1 in the series. And I can't even remember what the series is. I know it's not. Is it Women's Murder Club? Can't remember. I think so. Might be. Anyways, so book 1. And then I've heard a lot of this, and I've been, I want to read it, but I want to read it when I have enough time. And that's Kushiel's Dart by Jacqueline Carey. I've heard mixed about it, actually. Some people love it, some people hate it. And I know this is book 1 in the series, so picked it up. And then, of course, I think this is one of her last books. And it's Anne Rule, Practice to Deceive. She's my favorite nonfiction true crime author. Hands down. I love her writing. So, yeah. And then I've heard so many good things of this, and yeah, I wanted it. So The 13th Tale by Diane Setterfield. So I know Reading with Pugs Jen has raved about this book, so I wanted to see if I would like it too, and it was there, so why not? And then I had found this, and I know this is my husband's absolute favorite book, and he has a copy, but I have no idea where it is. It's still packed away somewhere. And it is his favorite band of all time. And he did get to see them when they were still together. But it is Hammer of the Gods, and he's read it 3 times. The Led Zeppelin Saga. It's by Stephen Davis, and it only goes, it was published in 1985, so it only goes up to 1985. And my husband had seen them before I met him, but I think it was in 1991-ish. And I met him in 1995. Something like that. I might be wrong on my dates. Well, I met him in 1985, but yeah, so that one. And then here's the big plot. My son went to camp with my sister-in-law, and so they came back with some books. And at the dump is where they got it, but they have a sharing shed, so people who don't sell stuff at their garage sales, they put in this a sharing shack, so they don't get damaged and they get passed on to somebody else. So it's just a bunch of romances, so if you don't want to see them, I can understand. But I know Sarah from I keep forgetting it, Not Just Romance Novels. She loves these old style covers, and to me, they're kind of cheesy, but they're funny. So I'll do those ones first. So I think there's just a couple of them. So The Roses of Constant by Bethany Campbell. I don't know what any of these books are about except romance. And it is book 116 in the Harlequin intrigue. And these are the old intrigues. I didn't even know about them when this was published, which was 1989. I didn't know about the intrigues until they turned to the colored covers and then the purple ones. I think they're still purple. So yeah, there's that one. Okay. Broken Lullaby by Laurel Pace, and it's another Harlequin intrigue. And these are the kind of smushed. Just making sure the pages were still here because some of them have been ripped out. They're all like romance mystery. There's a mystery involved. So there's that one. And that is book 191. August of 92 this was published. And then California Dreamin' by Sarah Francis, and this is just book 2673 by Harlequin Romance. And I have no idea the date, but these are the older ones. Very hard to see. 1984. So there's that one. And then these are the kind when I was, little or younger. There's The Boss's Proposal by Kathy Williams, and it's book 2245, April of 02. Well, so no, I wasn't really a kid, but a lot of them were like this format or color scheme, and it's the Harlequin Presents. Then there's Sharon Kendrick, The Sheik's Unwilling Wife, book 2620, and this is April of 07. And Melanie Milburn's Bought for the Marriage Bed, book 2599, and it is January of 07. So there's those 3. And then, let's see. So I know this is an older one too. Lynn Erickson's Dancing in the Dark, book 596, May of 94. So I was just graduating high school then. Yeah, 94. Then Women Who Dare, Tracy Hughes, The Princess and the Pauper, book 594, May of 94. And then, let's see. Okay, so this was a different one. And it is a Harlequin book, but I've never seen them before. And it's De Leclerc's Where There's a Will, and it's a family book, Harlequin romance number 6. And I think it's the family series, but I've never seen these, ever. Yeah, there's 50 books in the series. So, and they're all by different authors. And this is book 6. So, I've never seen Harlequins without the, like, somewhere on here saying Harlequin. So that was different. Then there is a Sweet Surrender Baby Surprise by Kate Carlisle, and it is December 10th of 10, and it's book 2058. I'm giving you these just because I know some people like the numbers. A Temptation book, 3 Cowboys and a Baby series, and it's Vicki Lewis Thompson's Boone's Bounty, and it's book 788, and it's June of 2000. Just a couple more. Christmas with the Mustang Man by Stella Bagwell. It's a special edition, December 11th, 2159. A Cheryl Woods book, Treasured, $1 Million Destinies is a series. It's book 1609, and it's from May of 04. And then there's Intrigue. This is how right before this cover series. And it's the More Men of Mystery series, Midnight Remembered by Gail Wilson, and it's this purple. The other ones had different covers, or different colors on the covers, and then they switched to purple. But I like the mystery of them. And the last one that my son picked up for me was a Harlequin Blaze Forbidden Fantasy series, You'll Be Mine by Jennifer Lebrec. And it's from December 08, and it's book 436. And I know these are the hot and spicy ones. So, as I take a sip of my Timmy's, that is it. If you've been here for the 22 minutes, thank you very much. I think that's it. I wanted to get this, I know it's not a Monday, I wanted to get it filmed because I don't know when I'm going to be able to film again, just because I'm so busy. It's a good thing, because I'm making money, but so my bills get paid. That's my main plan of action. So, yeah. And Alana, I'll text you tonight, see how far you got with the book, and I will call it a day. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and let me know if you've read any of those books or what. I don't foresee myself getting any more books in the future, but who knows. Bye.